you type on Google ghost box or spirit box, you will see several types popping up, and all range in price, and most are extremely expensive. But do they work? Can they talk to the undead? Are ghosts even real? Not many people seem to be asking these questions enough, as television pumps out ghost hunting show after ghost hunting show after ghost hunting show. According to a survey conducted in October of 2000 by the Associated Press and Ipsos, 34% of Americans say they believe in the existence of ghosts. Moreover, a Gallup poll conducted on June 6 to 8 of 2005 showed that about one-third, 32% of Americans believe that ghosts exist, with belief declining with age. Having surveyed 3 countries, the United States, Canada, and the UK, the poll also mentioned that more people believe in haunted houses than any of the other paranormal items tested, with 37% of Americans, 28% of Canadians, and 40% of Britons believing. In 2002, the National Science Foundation identified haunted houses, ghosts, and communication with the dead among pseudoscientific beliefs. We all know how I feel about ghosts. I mean, this is part of my Pseudoscience and Cults series, but let's put our personal beliefs aside for a moment and talk about spirit or ghost boxes and how accurate they are. Maybe I'll end up proving ghosts are real in the process. Doubt it, but let's see what happens.
Hear it? Did you hear it?
I heard something.
That was a little girl, wasn't it?
I'm not sure that it was
Did
a
you
little
get
girl.
that?
Sarah, are
I'd like
you
to
here?
know if you got that on your tape afterwards.
White noise generator, a random word generator, a thermal imager, and a digital tape recorder.
The activity is starting to pick up on the spirit story box, and we just picked up actually 3 words. Throughout shack, friend diagnosis and diligent.
It's a woman's voice. Wow.
So we got the vibe that if there was something here, that it was cautious.
Mary right now?
Ghost boxes are radio devices which randomly scan AM and FM frequencies, presenting the audio as the words of spirits. There are many different types of devices that claim to talk to the undead. One example is an Earthley device, which plays recorded words from a pre-programmed dictionary in response to electromagnetic field variations. It is branded, however, as for entertainment purposes only. Kenny Beidel, a skeptical investigator of paranormal claims, criticized what he calls paranormal gadgets that are popular with ghost hunters, such as the Earthley, which, according to popular mechanics, resemble a demonic speak and spell, whose phrases often sound like they were cherry-picked from a John Carpenter flick. Critics question ghost hunting's methodology, particularly its use of instrumentation, as there is no scientifically proven link between the existence of ghosts and cold spots or electromagnetic fields. According to skeptical investigator Joe Nickel, the typical ghost hunter is practicing pseudoscience. Nickel says that ghost hunters often arm themselves with EMF meters, thermometers that can identify cold spots, and wireless microphones that eliminate background noise, pointing out the equipment being used to try to detect ghosts is not designed for the job. The least likely explanation for any given reading is it is a ghost, maintains Nickel. Ghost hunters use a variety of techniques and tools to investigate alleged paranormal activity. Ghost boxes are just one of those tools. There is no universal acceptance among ghost hunters of the ghost hunting methodologies, and I believe that poses an issue. It would be much easier to believe these methods worked if there was a universal acceptance of them, but most seem to swear by ghost boxes, and that's the one we are concentrating on today. Interest in ghost hunting has driven tourism to historical sites and locations claimed to be haunted. A study published in the Cornell Hospitality Quarterly in 2020 stated that haunted tourism has allowed attractions like historic house museums as well as abandoned hospitals, schools, and prisons to remain intact, or bring in the money needed to make necessary improvements. According to architectural historian Jen Levstick, revenues from haunted tourism can help fund historic preservation, so long as the tours are also providing historically accurate information related to the property and the humanity of the people at those properties, and not just the salacious things that can't be backed up beyond hearsay or rumor. That may be one of the reasons why people want to believe in ghosts or in these ghost hunting methods. But what science, if any, is behind the ghost boxes? In the 1980s, a Canadian psychologist named Dr. Michael Persinger created a famous God helmet that placed electromagnetic emitting coils around a subject's head. Once the helmet was activated, the wearer's temporal lobes were pounded with EMFs. More than 4 out of 5 of the people who had this happen reported feeling a presence of some kind in the room with them, including, on some occasions, visions of God. A similar effect may be happening with infrasound, which paranormal investigators have also claimed is a sign of ghostly doings. Low-frequency infrasound, like EMFs, are all around us, and they can have a seemingly enigmatic effect on our minds and bodies as the audio frequency ranges below the normal human hearing range. Everything from the movements of tectonic plates beneath our feet to the rumbling of thunderclouds in the sky can produce low-frequency infrasound. Depending on the origin and nature of the sound, people who are exposed may experience headaches, dizziness, and nausea, as well as psychological effects like anxiety and a feeling of dread. Research suggests that infrasound helps inspire or at least reinforce perceptions of paranormal encounters. Frank Sumption was the inventor behind the paranormal investigating device known as the Frank's Box. The ghost box Sumption invented in 2002 was claimed to be an instrumental transcommunication ITC device that allowed users to speak to the dead, also known as the others, in real time. The box swept the AM radio band, and supposedly the sounds that were being picked up on the constant scan included spirit voices. Sumption was a fan of electronic voice phenomena, an interest he developed after reading a 1995 Popular Electronics article. Although the Colorado resident did not seek out celebrity for his invention, the Purple Princess, which was a moniker he picked up after communicating with spirits who told him he was a female alien from Pleiades, and he believed it, was famous within the paranormal community. He did not really dedicate himself commercially to selling his devices. Instead, he randomly distributed them to those he and the voices saw fit. A genuine Frank's box is a sought-after novelty in the paranormal community, and his Sumption's creations, of which he made only 180, led to the ghost box ITC craze. The implications of using pseudoscience to detect ghosts are much bigger than simply figuring out what happens in the afterlife. As scientist Carl Sagan famously wrote in his 1995 book, The Demon-Haunted World, Science as a Candle in the Dark, humanity suffers overall when people collectively lose their appreciation for authentically scientific approaches toward problem solving. I have a foreboding of an America in my children's or grandchildren's time, Sagan wrote. When the United States is a service and information economy, when nearly all the manufacturing industries have slipped away to other countries, when awesome technological powers are in the hands of a very few, and no one representing the public interest can even grasp the issues, when the people have lost the ability to set their own agendas or knowledgeably question those in authority, when, clutching our crystals and nervously consulting our horoscopes, our critical faculties in decline, unable to distinguish between what feels good and what's true, we slide, almost without noticing, back into superstition and darkness. This observation lends a sad irony to how science is now providing tools for people who, knowingly or otherwise, are using them in unscientific ways. If ghosts or spirits exist in our world, that by definition would mean there was an interaction between the realm of matter and the realm of the metaphysical. Since the metaphysical is, by definition, impossible to quantify, hypotheses like panpsychism exist to explain the existence of one immaterial substance, consciousness. Any scientific approach would need to somehow study the residue or other contact points that were left behind by undead souls in the physical world. Today, ghosts are considered the realm of pseudoscience because there is no physical theory of how or why they might exist. Because of this, it's difficult to prove or disprove their existence. Yet, throughout history, that hasn't stopped enterprising scientists and technologists from trying to suss out means of detecting them. Therefore, we may never know if ghosts are real, and we may never truly know if ghost boxes work, but it's very unlikely. Oh, and TV will still pump out show after show of people ghost hunting and using these devices.
Can you stand in this doorway again? Can you please stand here again? Did you hear that?
I did. What was that?
Oh, down here.
I keep hearing a music box.
I did too.
Yeah, I keep hearing like a jewelry music box.
Did you hear that? The music box.
Yeah!
I heard it down here.
This is a first for us. We all hear very faintly a music box playing, and we don't know where it's coming from, but it's captured on our audio. Listen very closely.
Did you hear that?
I did. What was that?
Oh, down here.
So there's one piece that I want to show you. We had our team, Brandon and Mustafa, were up on the landing at the top of the stairs where Murray had passed. And we had a camera in the room where you saw the woman on the bed. And we captured a voice right in this area. He says just one word.
This is Mustafa and Brandon. We are at the top of the staircase.
It's a woman's voice. Wow. So we got the vibe that if there was something here, that it was cautious.
Today I'll be using the Spirit Storybox app developed by Roger and Jill Pingleton. It's a random name generator that gets triggered by electromagnetic frequencies. The theory is that the spirits are able to manipulate it and deliver a word that is relevant to your situation.
We named it Spirit Story Box in honor of other spirit boxes that had come before, and we do still consider it a very basic ghost hunting tool. It's portable, it's easy, it's very simple, and that's why we did it. Is anybody can be a ghost hunter, anybody can put an app on their phone.
I think it's a great conversation starter.
Sarah, are you here?
Hear it? Did you hear it?
I heard something.
That was a little girl, wasn't it?
I'm not sure that it was
Did
a
you
little
get that?
girl. Sarah, are
I'd like
you
to
here?
know if you got that on your tape afterwards.
I heard something, I heard a little. It was different from
Sarah,
this, like,
Sarah,
scanning.
can you talk to me again?
Sarah, can you talk to me again? We'd like to talk to you. Sarah, can you talk to us?
I got chills. That's good.
Let me know down below what you think of this video. And if you believe in ghost or spirit boxes, tell me why or why not. Please do give the video a like. Subscribe if you are new here. I would love it if you joined our fabulous, amazing members. All of the beautiful people do, and you don't want to be ugly like me. So be sure to hit that join button. No matter where you are or what you're doing, I hope you all have a fabulous day. Take care, and I'll see you all very soon. Remember, pseudoscience is not real science. And in my opinion, ghost boxes don't work. Bye.